Yeah, Kenny, I guess I would just ask you, how are special teams different with Coach Muschamp? And also, will things look different on a kick return? Teams are a lot of different schemes.
Things not looking different at all. Both of those guys coach with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. So, Georgia is really, not taking any steps back because of, the loss of coach. But I feel like we're still ready to come out and perform and do what we have to do this year.
Yeah, Kenny, I asked Warren kind of a similar question. After battling, going day in and day out against this Georgia defense, how do you think they've really started to improve and come together as a unit, especially given a lot of the turnover that happened this offseason?
Repeat that for me again. You said the defense?
Yeah, just battling, going up against the defense in practice and in camp. Where do you think they've been able to improve, and how do you think they've been able to mesh together?
The defense been improving a lot throughout camp. Tackling everything, just really been doing what they have to do. Listening to Kirby, being very coachable. Taking from the meat into the field. All that is adding up, and you can really see it on the field. So, they've really been, increasing that and improving it on that side of the game. So,
let's go to Mark and then Dean.
Kenny, with how deep this running back room is, how do you guys stay engaged when you can't be sure how many carries you might get? Does Coach McGee sell you on that at all?
I think it's a blessing to have a lot of running backs or a lot of talent on the field or on one team. It takes a lot of wear and tear off of each of our bodies. So all of us are getting an opportunity to go out there and perform, and we love it.
One more about the running backs, Kenny. What is the most competitive part about being in that group? Is it a particular drill? Walk me through that.
Repeat that for me again.
The most competitive part about being in that group.
Most competitive, I would say, really mindset. Us going out there and being able to compete and having a mindset on that. This is our job to come out here and we got to do what we have to do each and every single day. So having that mindset on, I would say the most challenging.
Let's go to Chip and then Seth.
Yeah, Kenny, I just wondered, the countdown to Clemson is on, and you guys are transitioning out of camp and into, install and this portion. How has that kind of changed things, the mindset in camp, and have you started getting excited at all about that matchup in Charlotte?
Not really. Georgia is really focused on Georgia, on what we can do on the ball, on the field. Not really too worried about what Clemson or what they can do. Really focused on what Georgia, what we can and what we cannot do, and what we need to work on. So mindset not really changed coming out of camp until now. So,
Kenny, I know this time last year there were a lot of protocols on what you all could and couldn't do, where you could and couldn't go. This year, what do you have protocols, or do you guys limit yourselves on socializing? Do you have any in-person classes? Just kind of curious what your all's life outside of the bubble looks like right now.
We do have in-person classes. We wear a mask when we're not in the building. Mr. Ron and Kirby Smart definitely keep us taken care of when it comes to that. Like I said, Mr. Ron has done a great job with COVID, the vaccination and stuff like that. So they're really taking care of us over there.
Let's go to Anthony and then Jake.
Hey, Kenny, good to see you. Kind of want you to put your analyst hat on for just a second and just talk just real briefly about the other running backs in the room, what their strengths are, and kind of what they bring to the team in their own little different way.
All the backs got a different running style. Cook, he's very explosive. He can get skinny whenever he wants to. Zamir downhill, he can make a guy miss too as well. But he's going to put his head down and get those tough yards. Kendall definitely can break tackles. He's explosive. Dejan, he's real quick, shifty. Feel like he can get in and out of his cuts real easy. And like I said, we all have different running types, but I feel like that's an advantage for us.
And what about you?
Me, I feel like my vision is, great. I feel like I can get in and out of cuts too, make people defenders miss. I feel like I can catch the ball well, so I feel like we all have a great, advantage.
Kenny, I wanted to ask you about the offensive line in front of you guys. I guess from the start of camp to now, how have you seen that evolution take place? And how do you feel like those guys are gelling ahead of what's going to be obviously a tough task?
My O-line have been putting in the work throughout the summer, throughout camp. They've been working real hard. Our O-line is looking great. I feel like they're are excited to go out there. Go out there to have fun and play physical, play Georgia football. So, yeah.
All right, let's go to Palmer and then Connor.
Yeah, Kenny, it looked like this spring there was more of an emphasis to get the ball to the running backs in the passing game. Have you noticed that? And is that a part of, Coach Monken's plan in his second year?
Really, we have a plan on to use the backs as much as we can. I feel like they're going to put the ball in the playmaker's hands. So whatever that is, I'm lining up, running a route, or special teams. It doesn't matter. We're going to go out there and do what we have to do. Like I said, to play Georgia football.
Hey, Kenny, in your freshman year, you got some serious playing time in blowouts and late games against teams like Murray State, Arkansas State. How, for your development, how important was getting to play in those type of games, even as a freshman when you weren't taking, regular snaps with the ones, but you were still getting onto the field?
It's very important. I'm going out there to, go against other, people rather than practice against your teammates. To go see what you can do out there on the field and get comfortable with the game, the speed of the game. I feel like that was important for me and definitely for the, the next upcoming years that I have here at Georgia, get that comfortable feeling back there in the backfield or playing in the games. I feel like that was a great thing that Georgia did.
All right, gang, I think we can squeeze in two more questions if anybody has a follow-up for Kenny.
Hey, Kenny, I got one real quick. I know you missed a spring with your elbow injured. I know you're back now 100% and all that, but just how tough was that one to come back from?
I wouldn't say it was a tough deal. We all go through adversity. I feel like it was a moment for me to, sit down and get healthy and really, learn the plays, get more time and studying film. So it wasn't really a down play. It really helped me a lot on and off the field. So I looked at it as a blessing.
Is there any fatigue at this point, Kenny, about just practicing, wanting to get to the games, wanting to quit going against each other and finally see how you measure up against those other guys?
Not really. We're going out there, taking it day by day. Georgia's going to, get better each and every day, work on what we need to work on and off the field daily. So whatever our mindset is on to get better that day is what we're going to do. We're not really looking ahead or anything like that.
Okay, Kenny, thanks for your time and have a good rest of your evening.
Thank you.